hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Ari and let's do a haul. So this is my April haul. You probably saw that in the title already. And I bought some books. Let's start out with the book box books. The first one is from my Book Nerds Essentials by Misplaced Muse, and this is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. It is a thickums, is V thick. I have never read a Donna Tartt book, but now I have two of them. I have this one and A Secret History. I'm kind of glad to have this, but I don't know that I would have bought it on my own. But if you've read The Goldfinch, let me know. Is this worth my time? Because it's going to take a lot of time. The other book box that I had was Book of the Month Club, and I got Kaiki. I don't know how to pronounce this name by Vaishnavi Patel. This one I may end up reading this month because it is AAPI month and this is an Asian author, but I don't know what this is about. But it's fantasy, and I think it's like a feminist retelling of mythology in the vein of like Ariadne and stuff like this. This will probably end up being on the Goodreads Choice Awards this year, so interested to read this, but also a chunker. So I don't know. If you've read this, again, let me know. I don't have a copy of a classic book this month because they sent me a repeat box. I sent it back literally at the beginning of the month. This was actually the March box that I just opened, or that I got like way at the end of March. Never sent me anything at all for April, have not sent me a replacement box for that March box that they duplicated, and they will not respond to my emails anymore. So they owe me like 3 boxes, which is like $150 worth of stuff, and they won't respond to my email. They haven't sent a box all month. They haven't sent anything. Like, the shit's going down. So yeah, fun times with Coffee and Classic. I kind of feel bad for it's like a pair of sisters who run the business, and I kind of feel bad for the sister who just had a baby, because obviously she was running the entire business by herself, and her sister who is in charge now is completely incompetent. But enough bitching about Coffee and Classic. Let's move on to the books that I purchased for myself. Actually, let's move on to the books that were gifted to me, because I got some gifts. First off, Grimmicus, you'll see him in the comments. He sent me a $50 Amazon gift card and just was like, here you go. And I was like, why? But thank you, but why? And he bought me some books. And Grimmy, these are the books that you purchased for me. Get the entire Great Library collection. The spines look like old books. It's kind of fun. This is a like YA dystopian fantasy, which is for some reason one of my favorite genres. I read Ink and Bone last month, and I didn't really know what to expect, but I loved it, and so I bought it because I had a e-copy of it, and then got the entire rest of the series. So be excited about this. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, and I don't know why I needed to buy the entire series, but I did. Thanks to Grimmy, and yeah, very excited for that. The other gifted book was from my adorable boyfriend, who we were at Target, and anytime we walk by the books, I just stand there and stare at them. And he was like, are there any of those that you want? And I was like, oh, I kind of want to read that book. And he bought it for me. And that was The Recovery Agent by Janet Ivanovich. When I was in my teens, I was really obsessed with her Stephanie Plum. I think it's Plum, Stephanie Plum series, but eventually I like fell off reading them and I'm not going to go back. So this is a new series by her, very first book in the new series. So I'm kind of interested because Gina Dvanojevic is like a hilarious writer, or at least I remember her to be. So pick this up because why the hell not? And also because my boyfriend bought it for me. Then with the announcement of Bookopoly-thon, the 48-hour Bookopoly-thon read-through, I realized that I've read most of my short books that I have physically on my shelves, at least the ones that I was really, really interested in reading. I've read all of those, and so I've got a distinct lack of short books to use for Bookopoly-thon. So I went to Barnes & Noble and I maybe bought a whole lot of short books. So let's go through these. First off, I didn't realize this was a short book, but I got Artemis by Andy Weir. I have read Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I really, really liked it. And then I saw the movie for The Martian, and this is one that he wrote with a female character, but it's pretty short. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'll pick that up. So there we go. Artemis by Andy Weir. Excited to read that. Then I picked up Ring Shout by P.J. Jelly Clark. This is science fiction with racism, and I think the Ku Klux Klan, like some of them are like alien creatures, something like that, but it's a short novella. I've read something by P.J. Jelly Clark. I want to say it was like, I don't remember, but this is horror. I've heard a lot of people like say this was great, so short, picked it up. Next, this one was kind of a cover buy, and that was Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. I've heard of T. Kingfisher, but I don't think I've ever read anything by them, but like the name was familiar. And this is a really pretty cover, and it's short. So I was like, okay, I don't know what this is about. I still don't know what it's about. I'm pretty sure it's horror. So I'm gonna read it. And then the rest of these are graphic novels. First up, Junji Ito was buy one get one free, and I've had like hit or miss experiences with Junji Ito. I've read 2 of his books. One of them was like, this is really good, and one of them was like, I hate this more than anything, and so I picked up 2 new ones. So this is Venus in the Blind Spot, which I think this is like a short story collection by him, and then this is Ramina, I don't know, and this is sci-fi. I don't know. I want the one with spirals, but it's not available ever anywhere. So we're gonna try these 2. Hopefully I like them. They were both pretty short, so I was like, okay. And then this next one was a cover by no idea what this is about, but this dude is riding a battle pug into battle, and it's called Battle Pug. So I was like, I kind of have to buy this. And then I also picked up Firefly, Brand New Verse, which is a graphic novel that takes place after the events of Firefly. Most of the original crew has retired, and now Zoe and her daughter Emma Zoe's now the captain of Serenity, and it's her daughter Emma, and then like a bunch of new young kids. So I liked Firefly. This seemed kind of interesting, and it's like, this is either going to be really good and I'm going to get the like Firefly fix, or I'm going to hate it. But it was 20% off, and it's fairly short, and the artwork was really pretty, so why not? And then the was a reason I went to Barnes & Noble outside of buying all of those books, and that was Monstrous Volume 2, because I pulled this in my, or I pulled this from my Continue My Series jar for my TBR, so I needed to pick up Monstrous Volume 2, which is this. But I also picked up Monstrous Volume 3 just so I'll have it ready, and I can maybe read both of these this month because they're short, or I could just read Volume 2, which is the one that I needed to continue on for the TBR, and then save this for the next time I draw Monstrous out of the TBR jar. But that's the haul. What do you think? Are there any of those books that I need to prioritize for this month? Yes, no, maybe. Let me know down in the comments below. If you've never read any of these books or don't have anything to say about any of them, but you still want to leave me a comment, leave me a book emoji down in the comments, because we hauled some books. We hauled some books. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye!